Alright, what's going on everyone? So today in this video I'm here to discuss some box logos that are going to be coming week 4, Supreme and Comme des Garçons. Very excited about that CDG collab. We got a lot to look forward to on this. However, I'm going to voice my opinion in it and you guys may disagree, agree, whatever it is. You guys can just, think about that. Whatever it is, whatever you guys think about them. But I'm going to give my opinion and what I think. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm not just going to discuss the collabs, the box logos. We have some other cool like Supreme news. I guess that's what I'll title this, like Supreme news, like upcoming Supreme items, things. I'm not sure what my title is, but yeah, I think you guys enjoy this video. Hopefully you guys will. And there's been a lot of stuff that's been like just huge recently between music, streetwear, and a lot of other things. Because music and streetwear I feel like correlate a lot, so that's why I even brought that up there. But I hope you guys enjoy. You guys subscribe below if you're new, drop a like, and let's just get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna discuss actually is before I get into the box logos. I've seen this all over Instagram, it's been in my feed. It's Supreme and Farmland Foods. Now basically, Supreme, basically I would call it stealing Farmland Foods logo. You guys, here's a Farmland logo, Supreme. See, they basically stole it and made it Supreme. And Farmland logo actually had, or Farmland Foods had a pretty funny response in my opinion, and they got a bunch of Supreme items which I'm assuming they purchased, and well obviously they would have had to get them. So they bought these items and they did like their own little photo shoot. Like look on this whole feed, like they did a Supreme photo shoot, and they're saying like they're ready for collaboration in this whole thing. So I think that's sort of cool. I just thought I'd bring that up for the fact that it's dope. Farmland Foods actually getting involved in the community and actually taking this rather positively in my opinion. It's not like they're firing shots at Supreme. They're just like, hey, I mean, you mentioned us, so now we're gonna get into the community now. They made it Instagram, already has 10K in like one day, which I would consider rather impressive. So it shows you things can spread really quickly. So Supreme and Farmland Foods, I don't know, you could see something like that. But I personally think Supreme does need to get a bit of credit. I mean, they did give Farmland Foods a bit of credit by the fact that they have 10K now, and like the whole Supreme photo shoot sort of blowing up everywhere. I think they gave them a bit of clout, but I think in general, like credit and profits, some things may need to go to Farmland Foods because there could be something that Supreme could get in trouble for that. But I think Farmland Foods is chill about it, and seem like some nice people. But compared to what I'm about to discuss, I highly doubt you all care about Farmland Foods. So basically, this is the Supreme CDG box. So here is leaked pictures, so this is what they're gonna look like. Now, for me personally, I think, having like the Comme des Garçons shirt thing on the back, that's sort of cool. Again, a very basic thing they would do. Here's like more like clean pictures of them, like actual like photoshopped and edited pictures pretty much perfectly. Those are what they look like. But back to the official pictures, looking at those, I mean, I personally really don't like it. It's not personally for me, I'm gonna say this, it's not like a real box logo, to be honest, because it's split. In a real box logo, people are like, oh, it's just right there. Nothing about it, no extensions, has to be a certain length and height, like all these things has to be this and this and this. So it's not, I don't know if it's a real box logo or not. I think there's gonna be a big disagreement about that, but it is technically a box logo collaboration tee, so I mean the name sort of says enough to me personally. But having it like split, I thought it was gonna be a little bit of a split where they're like at least touching, and I thought that was fine, but they're all the way like down here, which looks completely whack. And to the average person, it probably look fake, but to be real, I mean, I see what they're trying to do here, but it's honestly, for me, it's a L. It's a big L. It's split too much. I think the hoodie may look a bit cooler than the tee, but yeah, we're gonna see things like shoes and hoodies, jackets. So we could see a jacket, which would be sort of cool. That'd be a first for what I can notice. But looking at it, it's honestly sort of whack, and I'm not a huge fan. I think they could have done more, but I get the concept. It's based off the actual sneaker, the sneaker that they was leaked first, and people are like, oh well, the mock-ups, it's gonna look the exact same as the sneaker, which is true. Air Force One, this is what it's gonna look like. Also, is also dropping with it, so people are gonna be excited for the Air Force One and box logo. For me personally, as of right now, I sort of want to go for the Air Force One because Air Force One is my favorite sneaker model of all time, and not to mention it's Supreme, Comme des Garçons, just all that together, it's already hype. But this is coming week 4, so you all have a lot to look forward to there. It's going to resell for a ton. If box logo tees are reselling at 48, it's going to be going for a few hundred more, and especially considering that we're going to have 2 box logos dropping this year, CDG and then crew neck box logos. This year's looking pretty solid for resale in terms of box logos. So crew necks are probably going to go, I don't want to discuss them, I'm not going to put up a picture, but like crew necks, those are going for like 800, 900 for what I think. or 700, 800 probably. And then these CDG box Legos probably good for like 400, 500, what I'm thinking recently, because they're honestly not that dope to me. But I mean, if the other CDG box Lego went for 400, 500 at the start, then these could probably go 600, 700. But I'm not too confident on that because they are high-key whack. The only thing that's excited about them is the Comme des Garçons Supreme thing on the back with like the little writing. But the rest of it's just sort of bad. I'm gonna be real. I'm not a huge fan of the split thing. It only looks good in the Air Force Ones, to be honest. Oh, and you know, I still get these things in the comments. I've explained it a good amount of times, but you know, it's fine. I don't mind mentioning it again. It's gonna be dropping September 13th, whole Supreme Comme des Garçons CDG thing. That's September 13th, all that. And it's gonna be 11 a.m. Eastern time. So that's where I live. It's 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific time, PST. I'm not too sure what to say there. And I'm not sure what it is in the UK or in other places like Japan, but you guys are just gonna have to convert 11 a.m. EST or 8 a.m. PST. One of those, that's what the drop time is. But you know, to me, honestly, I'm a huge fan of the Air Force Ones. I want to cop the super bad, but the box Legos, to me, really, it doesn't fit my personal taste. Doesn't mean it's bad. You know, maybe actually one of the better box Legos, we figure out more things behind it, but to me, it just looks like Supreme got the box Lego, cut it half, split it, put it on T, a bit separated, and you know, pretty basic concept. But I mean, honestly, if I was a designer, I wouldn't have thought of that. So you know, it's sort of new. So you know, maybe it's just new and not bad. That could be something. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. You know, I'm just trying to provide you guys some updating Supreme news. You know, just some things like that, and those are some neat things. Other than the fact that the week 2 dropped so bad that we still have things sitting, I believe. The ladder sold out. Actually, I don't know if it did. I'm gonna be real. The ladder may still be on the site, which is pretty bad. But thinking about that, week 2 is an L. And personally, for me, the box of this are like a 3, 4 out of 10. But you know, again, for the hype beasts in the comment section that are gonna get upset if it isn't a 10 out of 10. Doesn't mean it's bad. I personally just do not like it from a design perspective. But you know, I think it's a cool concept. But to be honest, that's it. That's all I gotta say, really. Just, you know, Farmland Foods, keep doing your thing. Hope Supreme, you know, at least give you some credit for it. Or, you know, they sort of give you subliminal credit. I hope you know, that you get something from it. But yeah, thank you for watching this. I love you all. Subscribe below if you're new, drop a like, and peace out.